Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing today? It is Tuesday, my peeps. How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? Did I hit go live? I hit go live. Yeah, I'm live. Yeah, I'm live. I think so. I don't know. People will tell me in a couple minutes if I'm not. How's everyone doing today? Choppy? It shouldn't be choppy. I'm uploading at 18,000 kilobits a second. Feedback looks okay. Hello, governor. How's everyone doing? I need something to drink. What are we gonna? We're gonna go with watermelon. Get some watermelon. Hello from Belgium. Yes, Eurostream. I figured. So for those that don't know, I didn't stream on the weekend. I know. I usually don't miss the Saturday stream, but it was my birthday last week. It was the little guy's birthday this week. It's actually tomorrow. But I had family stuff, and I just didn't feel like rushing because it turns out I would have been like an hour late. So screw it. Cancel, and we'll just move it to Tuesday. So those that can't watch the normal Saturday streams can watch me work on the Micron for a bit. So there we go. So we're going to carry on with the Micron next Friday, or this Friday coming up. We'll wrap up the V2. I got all the, I decided to try printing those, the snap whatever enclosure panel holders, which they're a pain to put them all together. But that's done. I got it fixed. If you saw the member stream, we crashed it. So if you want to watch me crash printers, make sure you're a member of the channel. So Friday, we'll do the V2 stream, the last stream of the V2 build series from the LDO kit. And again, we are giving away, LDO is giving away a whole V2 kit. So make sure you're tuned for that. But on this stream, we're not giving away one of these, but we are giving away a 4-unit Enraged Rabbit carrot feeder. So the multi-material unit, if you want to enter to win a 4-unit kit, it's a DIY kit from Deep Fried Hero. Enter, link is in the description, it's pinned, and it's pinned in chat. USA only though. Somebody who entered last week and won, turns out they didn't live in America. So I don't know what happened there, but shipping is USA only. So. Brad, I don't have an annex. I will probably never have one, so I can't really comment on it. Where did I put my electric screwdriver? I just had it. There it is. So, where we left off. Last week we had to skip some stuff because I was missing some stuff. Or I forgot to print some stuff. And we should be good now. So, we're going to basically carry on where we left off from last Saturday's stream. We got the frame assembled, the bottom plate installed. And we got most of the Zed module assembled. We got to install the motors, but we're gonna back it up a bit because we have to install these little guys here. So we will do that. Let me get some music going. There we go. So I did print these, and I threw them in a bin instead of keeping them aside because even though I knew they were going to be the first thing I needed, I threw them in the bin with all the other parts. 2, 3. Because organization is key. So for those familiar with the V2 Zed Gantry blocks, here's the Micron ones. It's so small. Everything on this printer is tiny. I need some bearings. Go. They're in the J bag. No, we're doing that. So because I canceled the Saturday stream, I figured we'll do the Micron today to make up for missing it on Saturday. And then Friday, which is usually the one-off stream or the makeup stream day, we'll do the V2 then. And I think more people will be able to watch it on Friday. I'm probably going to go live 2 to maybe 6 p.m. on Friday. I might try and do it a little bit longer, just so we have more time for people to enter. So I'm thinking 2 to 6 p.m. or 3 to 6 p.m. I'm not entirely sure yet. And then Saturday will be another Micron stream. So you guys are getting 3 streams this week. So, to make up for that. Congrats on my birthday. Yay, I didn't die for another year. It's my birthday. Okay, so these guys use these little, what are they? KGLM03 bearings. So that is your pivot point. That allows your gantry to do the whole quad gantry leveling magic. I thought, oh, DFH is up. Good morning. As long as I don't go over the WAN show. I've started watching the WAN show. Not bad. I don't know. I kind of want to buy the screwdriver. So these just literally, for those, these just go click when they pop in. And then we attach them with some screws. So we need some M26. Alex S, thank you for becoming a member. M26. I had them earlier. Where did I put them? M26. I forgot a bunch of screws out the other day, and I put them in stock. And I don't know if they were from this kit, the Minion kit, the V2 kit. I can't remember. So I may be running to stock to grab some stuff, because I can't remember where I put everything. M26, where are they? I know I had them all. There we go. Nope. Yep, there we go. Matt Shammy, $5. 5 bones for 3 shows. Okay, numbers don't line up, but still. Woot! Indeed, woot. Yeah, 3 shows this week. How much larger is a Micron versus a V0? Just to get out of the way, because I know somebody will ask. There's a Micron frame. There's a V0 with a bunch of stuff on it. Just because it's storage. So, Micron is approximately 30 millimeters bigger. It's not as tall until you put a hat on it. So once you put a hat on it, it's approximately the same height. So at the end of the day, they are same print volume, but it's a slightly bigger printer because it has the gantry moves, and there's a few other small things that just make it so it can't be as big or as space efficient. So what I think I'm going to use this guy for is see how hot we can get inside of it. If I got to I don't want to reprint parts because I really like this color, but we should be okay with ABS. Linus R, member for 10 months, waiting on my 2.4 LDO kit. Really excited. Nice. Nope, nope. Hi. There we go. And these just attach with M26s. Yeah, yeah. The price of the screwdriver, it's a premium product. Like, it's not aimed to be an AliExpress screwdriver. It's not like some random, you know. Compare it to like a Snap-on. That's a more apt comparison. Like, oh, and speaking of merch, I think it's in the description. Do I have it in the description? Let me check here. The Only Benchy store is open. I don't have a link in this description. I gotta put a link in that description. 1 minute here. The bot should be doing it. Here, if you want to buy Only Benchy's merch, because I actually have a merch store now. I think that works. If I type /merch. iMerch? I don't know. Other merch. Go to store. Okay, where's the bot? Bot. Chat commands. Custom commands. Yeah, merch. That should work. There we go. There you go. So yes, there is Only Benchy's merch. So, a viewer of the channel helped out with some ideas for art because I cannot do art worth a damn. And they let me use it. And now we have some merch. So it's through the Stream Elements store. I got one shirt from them to try. I like the shirt feels fine. So yeah, they do ship worldwide. I'm not sure about their rates. I don't really have control over that part. You can always just add it to your cart and just go to checkout and it'll give an estimate. I know shipping to Canada wasn't too bad. Like compared to like other places shipping to Canada, their price wasn't too bad. See, now I just like the fact that I have merch, so I can potentially do giveaways of merch in the future. Because I have the option of buying stuff without my cut, obviously. So I could potentially just ship it out to people directly, which isn't too bad. Benchies are... No, it's only Benchies, because I already got the domain. I already got the sign made up. So only Benchies. We already got that. It's been established. Yeah, they ship from USA and EU. It depends what the item is. Some items ship from USA, some ship from EU, is my understanding. God, everything on this printer is small. I feel like I'm gonna break something. Oh. I will say I did not sleep as much as I should have last night. But I will say, Elden Ring is fun. Totally worth getting. I heard a jingle. Did somebody do something? Sleep is overrated. Yeah, I have to start using my second monitor and put like a clock up on it so I can see what time it is when I'm playing Elden Ring, because I completely didn't even realize I played till like 3 a.m. last night. Oh, that's the merch. I forgot I set it up, so if you donate, it pops up there. Thank you for buying merch. I can't see the name though, unfortunately. It doesn't show up in chat, so there we go. And I am due for better glasses, unfortunately. Well, we got the little guy. The little guy has been a bit of a butt lately with waking up in the middle of the night, so I do know that sleep deprived. Heavy scroll today. Scroll. Heavy scroll. How's the game going? I just beat Lady Renala. I beat her. I beat the first guy. I've just been wandering since then. I got through the that castle with the all the magic arrows that nuke ya, and now I went back. I started Ronnie's quest, and then I went back. I'm exploring the Weeping Peninsula area right now. And I think I'm a little overpowered, because I'm like level 50 already. And I'm using the Bloodfang two-handed sword, the strength agility one, and it is wrecking. So, yeah, not complaining. I'm having fun, though. Because it's like when I played Skyrim. I would just wander, and whatever happened, happened. So, okay, so we got these in. And if these are the fancy ones that use the bearing. This one is like the standard one, so skip that. I have 9 kids. Oh, geez. I got 1 and we're done. Okay, so these motors, I gotta flip this around because I've seen pictures of what people have done. The way I have it here is overhead. It would be mounted like this, and the wire's coming up. I'm going to flip these motors so that the wires come out on the bottom. I've seen a few pictures of how people have done it, and I like that setup more than this one. So, Forge, $2. How am I enjoying the full-time YouTube life? So far, so good. I'm home more with the family, which I really like. That's my favorite part, honestly. Is it possible to use a second tool head board? You could. Like, you could. You can get, I've seen CAN bus setups with like a CAN bus board. So that they're to save on a lot of wiring under the hood. It's just space. You are very limited with space, as you'll see very soon. Yeah. And then also for the draw will be at the end of the stream. What time that is? What time do we start? 2? Maybe 6, maybe a little bit earlier. We'll see. Basically, the point is I want to get the Zed assembly done today. And get the gantry installed, except for the tool head. And then wherever else we might put some skirts on or something, make it look kind of cool. But basically, I want to save the tool head itself for the next stream, because I got to print it still, but I'm putting a mini stealth burner on it, and like the official mini stealth burner. So. Peace and quiet grandkids. Grandkids are awesome. I don't have grandkids. My little guy's 4. But grandkids are awesome because everyone loves grandkids when you're a grandparent, because you get the kids for the fun part and then you just get rid of them. It's like, okay, mom, dad, take them. I'm going to go do my own things now. Official. Yeah, official. So mini stealth burner. So if you're working on a mod, please don't call it the mini stealth burner, because there's an official one. Do I say Zed? Yeah, Zed is the proper way to say it. How else would you say it? Oh, thank you, YouTube. Apparently I'm live right now, guys. And I think the doggo there? Hi, Coda. You want to say hi? Come here, buddy. Hey, come say hi. Come on. Come on. Come on. There he is. A good boy. How's work? One second. Okay. Where's Duff? I don't know. Oh, Duffy boy. Probably at work. Yeah, the view of the trash. I gotta empty the trash. It's garbage day today. Garbage day? Yeah, I had some filament show up yesterday. I had some other toys show up, and the garbage is full. I swear, the moment you become like a content creator in 3D printing, or you're just heavily involved with it, I don't know how many trees I've indirectly killed from the cardboard I get over time. Like, I get so much. Like, it just builds up. It just builds up. Like, but I did, this came in today, so this will be fun. I got the, this will be on a video soon. The Raspberry Pad 5 from Big Tree Tech. So it's a 5-inch touchscreen, but it interfaces with a compute module, a Raspberry Pi compute module. So I got a few project ideas for this. So I'll probably do a simple video like explaining it and then save it for an actual project. I want to make a little Clipper tablet. Okay. Hey, look, we just did this again. Okay, so this is where we left off. So we have to put this in here, the hinged electronics mount. So it shows as a 2-piece, but I printed the single-piece model. Yeah. Yeah, I got this here. Because it does have a 2-piece variant if you cannot print it all at once. I need to get you my files and link to the heat sink. Awesome. Because we'll talk about it, because I might need your help for figuring out how to actually make it work, because I cannot into electronics well. Yeah, so you have the option when you print these, because technically all Vorons are supposed to be able to self-replicate themselves. So if you can't print the big piece in one go, you can print a 2-piece unit that snaps together. So I have the 1-piece unit because I printed everything on a V2. Duff, $6.99 belated doggo. That is acceptable. He's a good boy. Wife's home from work, so he's not all mopey and hiding upstairs like he normally is. Some of my friends have them for retro gaming. Yeah, I have a Pi 4 and I have a 02. I'm probably gonna put the 02 in here. Okay, so where does this go? And save the Pi 4 for something. So that is the back, because that's the cutout right there for the wires. So overhead, that goes there. Just a little bit. The reflectivity of this throws the colors off. This goes in here. And then we got these two little spacers, and then M312. M310. Oh, garbage. M312. M312. M38. M312. M312. Forge, $5. Thank you, appreciate it. I'm sorry to announce everyone just lost the game. Like, is this like 2005 internet, George? Or Forge? Steve! Everyone say hi, Steve. Steve Builds is here. Okay. What year is it? I don't know anymore. Okie dokie. Overhead. So we got this little sleeve part here, and this allows it to pivot. So the electronics on here, you have two different options. I guess there's like a rigid mount for the electronics, and then you have a like you have a rigid mount, and then you also have a mobile mount, I guess, or a folding mount like this one here. Wait, am I putting this in the right one? No, I'm not. Nope. No, I am. But I'm running into a problem here because my screws are sticking out ever so slightly. Or we just leave it like that. Yeah, that just kind of goes there, I guess. These screws are slightly too long, actually. They stick out just a hair, which isn't really a big deal, except they're rubbing. So I'm going to swap these for slightly shorter screws from stock, I think. What was 35s? Yeah, I'm going to grab some 30s. And those are too short. That ain't gonna work. Yeah, I'll just grind them later off stream once we get to the electronics. No biggie. At least the friction will keep that from flopping around so I don't break it, hopefully. So you stay there. So this way, the way the electronics works, it'll all be like sandwiched in here so you can like move stuff out of the way, I guess, to get at stuff, because I think the power supply goes under here at some point. It's like origami. It just works. Okay, so we got that, we got that. Oh, I forgot to put some heat sets in here. Shoot. Ugh. Let's do that. Everyone loves heat sets. How many do we got? 1, 2, 2. Or 3. It shows a heat set there, but then nothing there, I'm assuming. Unless I'm supposed to put a, yeah, I think I'm supposed to put a heat set there. I'll put a heat set, and if I gotta take it out, I'll take it out. G Funny Money, just finished my second Micron. Good luck with yours and cheers. Thank you, appreciate it. That's a lot of microns. Or actually, no. Yeah, only here and there, because it's got little arrows pointing at it. So I'm assuming it's critical that I only put them in those 2 spots. Origami or kirigami. What does kirigami even mean? I'm assuming it actually means something. So I don't want to take this out. So in lieu of taking it out, I'm going to use the handy dandy Nero 3D test cube. Put this underneath so I can push down on it when I put the heat sets in. You can get yours, well, off your printer by printing it yourself. Japanese art of paper cutting. Oh, so origami is not cutting. Kirigami is cutting. That makes sense. So does that mean or like, so gami is paper, I'm assuming, or at least something paper-ish. So kiri would be cut and ori would be fold in Japanese? Do I now know Japanese? Is that right? Kiri means cut. And then ori means fold. There we go. Hello from Brazil. Hello. Okay, so we got that, and you have to put this electronics mount in now because we're putting the motors in, and the motors will block you from getting at these screws or make it a pain in the butt, apparently. So, yeah, so gami means paper, and then kirigami means cut paper, origami means fold paper. So I'm assuming ori means fold. I think. Maybe. M38 button heads. 36 button heads. M38 button heads. There we go. Okay, so I know origami now. In Kirigami, the paper is cut as well as being folded, resulting in three-dimensional designs. That stands for the paper. So yeah, so it's a sheet metal break. Then it's folded steel. Okay, so preload position. For installing the Zed Motors, take note of the 8 preloaded nuts in the slots which are mounted to them. 4 of these are to be used to mount the Zed Motors. The position of the nuts, remaining 4 nuts, is critical to finishing the assembly. When you have the motors mounted, you want 1 nut between each motor and its Z drive and 2 nuts in the center. That's a lot of nuts. And the 4 nuts we'll use to secure the skirts later. Okay, so Z motor mounting. Use 2 M3/8s to attach each Z motor. This is when you tension the 188 belt loop. Okay, so we'll get these Zed modules assembled now. So it's basically nut, then 2 nuts for that guy, then nut, then 2 nuts for that guy, and then nut. And that goes like that. Okie dokie. So you go like there, you go there. Okay, so now nobody better be offended. I'll have to slap you. Because apparently you're allowed to do that now. Okay. So it is looking like when you mount the motor, this little bracket's like L-shaped, and it's the clear side that doesn't have plastic faces towards the motor itself. So actually, I'm going to try screwing it in and then slide it into position. See if that works. Watch out for the squirrels. What? Squirrel. Okay, so that goes there. And we're gonna have to obviously adjust position of our belt. So preload position. So you're just manually tensioning these. So you're just manually tensioning this. So we'll just I could attach a battery pack that attaches to the bottom of that, and truly portable off-grid. I have project ideas of things I want to do in the future that may, I don't know, I've got a ton of project ideas. I just need to like actually kind of figure out what time works for everything. Like, that looks good. But off-grid printing is something I would like to play with at some point. Jackery, hit me up. Okay. Get our handy dandy nail polish here. I'm gonna be ordering a V01. Not really. If there's always stuff in the works. Here's the thing people don't realize. Stuff's always kind of being tweaked on and worked on, but there's no timetable. So, you know, yeah, there are updates being worked on pretty much every printer. But some of it's just like, oh, this is just some things we want to fix in the next revision. Like, so if you're always going to be waiting for the next revision, you're never going to build your printer. And yes, I use nail polish for my thread locker. It's good enough for this use case. And it's cheap. David's here. David! I haven't seen you in forever, man. Everyone say hi, David. It's been too long. There we go. Yeah, you're doing PLA on glue, not yeah, because the heated bed is going to use up so much juice. Like, it'd be interesting to see how, oop, wrong one, how efficient of a printer you could build. Like, you would use what, a 30-watt heater? Motors, I don't know if NEMA 17 or 14s would be more efficient. I'm not entirely sure. You'd have to look, because every motor will have their own different specs. David's like Doggo, he comes in for the treats. Acknowledge me, people. Been crazy with things, still want to come by and say hello. So hello there. Let me only say hello there in the Kenobi voice. Oh, I can't wait for that show. So I am putting tension on it, but I'm not like reefing on it. You don't want to over tighten your belts. So many problems. There are so many problems that people have when it comes to their printer that are due to the fact they over tighten their belts. It is surprising how often people do that. I don't like sand, it's coarse and it gets everywhere. You know what? Everyone likes to rip on the prequels, but after seeing the new ones, you know what? Perhaps I judged you too harshly. Like, honestly, the newest one, the last Jedi, I don't know, Skywalker, whatever the heck it's called, the last one. I watched it on Disney Plus in probably 20 minutes. I just skimmed through it. I don't know, no investment in it at all. I am more emotionally invested in like one episode of The Mandalorian than all of the prequel trilogy, or the sequel trilogy. There we go. Got ABL sensor thrown off by the bed being pulled down and the bed slingers from belts being too tight. Yeah, and also ripples. If you have your belts way too tight on smooth bearings, you'll get tooth pattern in your print. Where if you don't have them over tightened, it's not really a big deal. Misa said Nero's doing a build. You know what? Even Jar Jar I can forgive. Compared to... Well, everything's all... Here's the thing. It's all about toys, right? Everything's about toys. The only reason they do anything and anything now is toys. It's all about toys. 'Cause that's where the money's at. Any improvements on the Lecter Pro kit with the rail? I've done a few prints on it, not a crazy amount because I've got, you know, other V2s, but print quality is roughly the same. If I pushed my machines harder and faster, and stronger, maybe I'd see more of a difference. Okay, how's that supposed to? Oh, yeah, there we go. There we go. Merv 20, thank you, appreciate it. Very cool looking printer. Did you choose the color? Yeah. Yeah, I chose the color. This is all printed myself on Sparta 3D Sparkle ABS Plus. It is elegant teal and fluorescent blue. First. Oh, Sanity's here. I don't know. I don't trust notifications. Ah. Oh. Where'd you go? So on this one, I don't need any thread locker because the dog hair will act like thread locker. Right? That's how it works, right? Ordered 2 more tridents. That's a lot of tridents. Geez, Timmy, how come your mom lets you have 2 tridents? You have 4 cats, oh god. And the thing is, other than coming in here on stream to say hello to everyone, Coda doesn't come in this room. This is just ambient dog hair. Go up and over. So anytime somebody complains about, oh, I got no room under my 250 V2 for wiring, this is it. It's all you got. Well, I don't have access to the warehouse for the merch store, so I don't think I could set up to sell dog hair. Although, if I did have my own merch store, literally, all it would have would just be benchies. Nothing but benchies. That's all you could buy, benchies. $5 a benchie, plus shipping. It would make 0 cents, but the store would just be called only benchies, and it would just be benchies. You could get artwork of benchies, you could get machine benchies, pictures of benchies, but it would all just be benchies. Although I think I would need to get permission from the benchy folk for that. Stream Elements bot. Did we lose the bot there for a bit? Okay. So there's our 4 Zed Motors. There we go. So we got 4:1 gearing, I believe. Yeah, 4:1 because 16 to 30, 16 to 64. So 4:1. Jason, thank you for coming a member. Okay, so that is now mounted. And now Zed Idlers. Sweet. Okay, flip this guy over. So yeah. So when it comes to wiring up everything, power supply, I believe, mounts right under here. And then the controller board, you actually can flip up and down to get at stuff. So leave that down for now. Flip it real good. Need to go deeper. Benchception. There we go. Zed Idlers. Okay, so let me get those guys out of the box. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. 6. 7. One more piece. Don't worry, as the build progresses, I'll be digging for less and less pieces because there'll be less in the box. There we go. Finally made it in the club. Yeah, awesome. No homers club. I think we are. I went through it the other day. I think we have 1 homer, so we're okay. But it's no homers. We're allowed to have 1. Okay, so we got our upper Zed Idlers, which I guess you could just call it Z Idlers because there's only 1 Zed Idler, so you don't need to call it the upper Zed Idler because implying it's the Z Idler implies it's the upper Zed because there's only 1 idler in the whole system for the Zed. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, Zed tensioner. Slide the tensioner in the main body, securing them together with an M316 button head cap screw and M3 X nut. So that and M316. That's the thing, you like take everything out of the bag or the box, and then you put it back in, and then you take it out, and then you put it back in. 25, 1 through 12, 36. Can BL Touch be accurate if report very different? Here's my knowledge of the BL Touch. I got one years ago. I blew it up, and I haven't used one since. So I don't use BL Touches. I use inductive probes or clicky probes. So I need to do what Modbot does. Modbot prints off this awesome little holder for everything, so that all his screws are like in a little easy to get at holder instead of me going through everything here like a bloody Neanderthal. 12s. Where's my M316s? Was that one of the bags I left out the other day? Yeah, I think that was one of the bags I left out the other day. Yes, I'll just grab it from stock. Pretty soon I'm going to start selling the printers. I don't like the idea has crossed my mind to do something with that, but we'll see. Is Vinda a good probe? I'm using that with the Minion, and it's working out just fine. Here's the thing. Go watch... Was it Tom did the video on it? Or CNC Kitchen did a video on it? They did like comparing all the different types of probes. And yes, they do vary. You know, the BL Touch is the least accurate out of all the ones he tested. But they're within like 5 or 10% of your first layer height anyways. So, yeah, they vary, but nowhere near enough that it's actually going to impact a print, essentially. Like, that's the thing, like, so many people are caught up on what is the best, that it's like, you don't need the best, you just need it to work good enough for the majority of use cases. So what works the good enough and what's the simplest and the cheapest option is what you surely should be looking at. Okay, so here's the problem with using an inductive probe through glass. Even if you could breathe through the glass, okay? So the Vinda does not have 8mm sense distance. It's like 2mm. It's a Pinda probe, okay? So the problem with inductive probes is you're reading the metal. You are not reading the print surface. So if you're printing on metal with, like, you know, glue on it, yeah, you're fine. But if you have like really thick PI or glass on the metal, you're not reading the surface. So if there's any gap, air gap between the metal and the material you're printing on, it's not going to read right. Any variation, it's not going to read right, etc. So if you're printing on a non-metallic surface, you want something that reads the surface directly. I can print on glass on my V2, the LDO kit one I just built, because it uses a clicky probe. That measures the actual surface. Are these M316s, or did I grab the wrong set of screws? No, those are right. Those are just really long screws. Okay. Be gone. Are we still plugged in? No. Okay. So I've got the M3 nut. Got that part. You can't link videos, or you can't put any links. But I think it was CNC Kitchen did one recently, but Tom did one a while ago, or Teaching Tech did one recently, and Tom or CNC Kitchen did one a while. I can't remember. Either way, as long as the probe is consistent. Here's the thing. What matters more with your probe is consistency, okay? Because as long as it's consistent, you can compensate for it with setting offsets and whatnot. Thomas, $4.99, shovel fund. Yeah, I do be getting to that point, eh? Why do I feel these are way too long? M316. Because these are like sticking out the top already. Why do I got a feeling these M316s are way too long? Yeah, because I'm looking at this. The manual calls for, but like, look at this. This is already flush at the top. I can't go any higher. I'm going to hit the top panel. And that's how much travel I have there. I don't need, like, I think... That can't be right. That can't be right. M316, yeah, it's M316. It just, it's like right there. Okay. It is what it is. Is what it is. Okay. LiDAR. I don't think LiDAR is accurate enough. We're looking for, like, you want, like, you know, within a couple microsteps, and a microstep's like 0.00125 millimeters or something like that. So you want like less than that. You want roughly deviation of that. Okay. So we got that on. F623 bearing stack with an M320 through it. Okie dokie. Oh, we got my bearings here. I need to find my bearings, guys. I don't know which way I'm going. 348 watch and only 147 likes. See, we got to fix that. Okay, so here's the thing. For those that don't know, there is a giveaway, right? If you want to win a 4-unit Enraged Rabbit Care Feeder kit, you can enter, link in the description, link in chat. It's pinned in chat. And it's open worldwide to anyone with a US address to ship to, because it can only ship to the USA. So if you live in England and you got a buddy in America who you want to send it to, yeah, that works. But USA only. But here's the thing: if you hit that like button, right? If you like that smash button, it may affect your odds. I don't know how the universe works. I still don't know why the sky is blue. I don't know, right? Magnets, how do they work? But if you hit that like button, right? If you just click it, it might impact your odds. It might not. For all we know, it might not, but it might also. So you never know. You might as well click it. What's the worst that'll happen? Click it, your computer blue screens and everything blows up. Okay. So, it is coming in from this side. Where is... Yep. And these are going to float a little bit. That is fine. Talk to a scientist. He can explain magnets. I don't need to. I watched a video on the internet. That explained everything. I don't trust them scientists. What do they know? I watched a video of a guy. He had a pickup. There we go. I watched a video of a guy. He was in his truck wearing dark sunglasses with a hat on. He knows everything. Yeah, there we go. Magnets are magic. Exactly, it's voodoo. Just say voodoo and move on with your life. Simple as that. End up in a truck convoy. I think they all gave up. There we go. So these are our upper Zed idlers are now together. Voodoo, voodoo. You do that voodoo, you do. Okay, and then more M320s. And we put those in the four corners. Okie dokie. Micron, Micron, Micron. Yes, this do be the Micron. Itty bitty, teeny weeny. Well, I can't see yellow polka dot. Itty bitty, teeny weeny. Something something printing machiney. I don't know. don't have the fancy nut holders for this one. There we go. So that goes right into the corner. There's a little tab there. Go overhead. There's a little tab here that indexes into the corner. And just tighten them up so they don't move. Don't actually like torque them yet because we're going to be adjusting stuff later. So just leave them a little loose because you got to be able to move this part here up and down to adjust your belt tension. And then once it's done, then you actually tighten the top part. Yeah, it's 50-15. But it's not a T-nut because the 50-15 extrusion just literally, you can get T-nuts for it, they do exist, but these extrusions just use M3 nuts. So it's legit just a bog standard M3 hex nut. What do you think of making a series that would build Chinese with them modded so they work like blogs? Here's my thing. My opinion on this has changed over the years, but I'm firmly in the, if you want to have fun tinkering and building a printer, build a printer. Don't buy somebody else's problem, okay? It's like when people who work on cars, right? If you want a project car, you don't buy somebody else's problem, right? If you buy somebody else's project, you're buying somebody else's problem. So if I want to learn about printers, why would I buy a broken printer and fix it when I could just build a good printer from scratch and learn everything along the way? Because if it, you know, well, I'm learning, right? People say that, I'm learning, you know, when they buy the cheap, you know, knockoff Ender 3 and they spend all the time fixing it, right? I'm learning. Well, you're learning how to fix problems. So do you always plan on buying broken printers and fixing them? Or do you want to learn 3D printing? So why not just buy an okay printer so you can learn the actual printing aspect of it and have something to print parts, and then build a printer afterwards. And then that way you build a printer. You learn everything about building a printer. Instead of, oh, I learned how to fix broken Ender clones. I'd rather, you know, oh, I know how to build a good printer from scratch that functions great and it's awesome prints. So go buy a Prusa Mini, an S1. The reviews for the Creality Ender 3 S1 were pretty good. A Mark III. Go buy like a good printer. Learn how to print with it, and then find an open source design and build one. What screwdriver? Okay, so I use 2 electronic screwdrivers here, okay? This is a WOW stick. It's cheap and it has no balls. So I pretty much use this for like M2 and M3 button heads. I keep the bit in there for that. This is my ES126. I use this for M3 and up, normally M3. This one's more powerful, but it's also like twice the price. So if you can only have one, get this one. But I was sent both of these for review, so I use them both. So. Yeah, like when I got into 3D printing, I had a Monoprice Select Mini, right? And that was like, after like 2 weeks with that little thing, I wanted to mod it. Okay, so I started looking into all these mods, and I did a few things to it, nothing major. But then I realized, you know, there's all these mods to get more print volume out of the printer, because that's a big problem with the Monoprice Select Mini. It's only 120 millimeters cubed, right? So I was like, oh, well, I'll just do a mod to make it bigger. And it turned it into like this gangly thing. So I was like, you know what? I'll just build a printer. Okay, and I built my first Voron, right? Spent a bunch of time online looking at different open source designs. I decided on the Voron and built my Voron, right? My V1. And, well, V1.5. And afterwards, I'd never touched the monoprice again because, well, I've gone and built a good printer. Why would I want to deal with this printer with a bunch of problems? Because it had developed a bunch of problems. I like the concept of buying a cheap printer purely as a discounted source of some basic component. The VZ bot 330 was born on an X5 SA. Here's the thing, like, yeah, if you can reuse the extrusions and whatnot, but a lot of the times you can't. Like, for example, a lot of people have asked, can I convert this to a Voron? Well, the problem is, Voron frames are all T-slot extrusions, not V-wheel. And a lot of cheap printers come with V-wheel extrusions, and you can't fit MGN 9 rails on V-slot 2020. They just don't sit. It's curved, right? Or it's V-slot. They don't sit flat. And then motors, a lot of these come with a lot of off-the-shelf, you know, cheap China printers come with really crappy motors. You can go on AliExpress and buy a 3-pack of Stepper Online motors for like 30 bucks, $8 to $12 for a good motor. That's not bad, honestly. Controller boards. The controller boards on a lot of stock printers are very minimal. Like, it's like a Dell computer, right? It only has with what it needs to work. And if you start changing stuff, it doesn't have the hookups. So. Voron versus Rat Rig. Well, I do have a V-Minion, and I have been printing with it. And so far, it's been, you know, a pretty solid printer, I will say. Here's my St. Javelin print. It's been solid. I can't complain with it. Although I do have a printer on the way that I can compare it to. Maybe next Friday if it shows up in time. Zed and Stop. So we have the sleeve bearing. So this is the Sex Bolt mod, I believe. Or actually, no, I don't think this uses the Sex Bolt. No, this is just the normal one, I think. Yeah. So, I don't think I printed the Uwu version, but I do have a few in here. Let's see what we got here. Actually, no, I think I printed the same version like 3 times. I think the design changed a few times. Yeah, I can't remember. Why are these different? Why are these different? Let me see here. Oh, no, that's different. Okay, so this is the old version, I think. Or is this the new version? Oh, there's a PCB. Okay, the end stop housings support both non-PCB and PCB end stop. There are 2 ways of assembling with the PCB attached. I don't think I have. Let me find the electronics. I don't know which one I have here. Am I ever gonna build a Doom Cube? Maybe. It's a time and investment thing. Like, it's very hard for me to justify building something like that. Because it would pretty much, like, I'm at the point now, I have, let's be honest, I have pretty much every 3D printer I'll ever need in terms of, like, personal use, okay? So now, when it comes to a printer for a build, I look at it like channel content, right? So, the problem is, even with the Micron here, oh, hey, he's building another Voron. Like, it's not a Voron, but it is. So, but it's not. You guys have seen me put together, like, the gantry on a Doom Cube's the same, right? You've seen me put together a frame a million times. So I'm trying to move away from Voron derived printers because I've done a million of them. You guys have seen it all. That's the tool head board. Where are my end stops? Oh, there we go. What's the print size? 120 millimeters cubed on this little guy. There we go. I do have the PCB. There's that. And there's the end stops. Okay. Little Voron, CNC or laser. I'm working on something for CNC, maybe, potentially. We'll see. We get a Boron Zero minor release with the new mini stealth burner. I don't know. I'm not involved in V0 development. That's all Nemgria. So, okay, so we got to do a little bit of soldering. So first I got to break off the little switch here. I don't know where that went. So this, you can see here, if you look at the little PCB that comes with this kit, which by the way, if you want this kit, link in the description. Goes in like that. Do a little bit of soldering. You can see the little rectangle there. You got to line up with the actual switch itself. So we're gonna have to do some soldering, which is awesome because I totally dropped my little soldering station today. So I don't have anything to hold this, unfortunately, because I dropped it and it shattered and I don't know where it went. So it is what it is, man. I know I've got enough stuff on the plate for a bit for streams. So I'll start looking for other things to do. Because let's be honest, I got to figure out, you know, two streams a week with 6-ish hours of content every week. So modify Boron to IDEX. Potentially. I don't have anything to hold this with. This is gonna be fun. Yeah. So what you can do, anytime you have, because I keep forgetting to go out and buy it. Anytime you have like a surface mount component like this micro switch here, and you need to like stay in position while you solder it, what you can do is just put like an itty bitty drop of super glue, put the part on, let it dry, and then flip it over and solder. So in my case here, what I'm going to do is, there we go, got it nice and hot. I'm just going to leave it upside down and just solder on one pin at least. Okay. And then I'm going to hold the PCB between my fingers, push on the micro switch, and reflow that solder. Okay, and then let go. That way, if it wasn't sitting perfectly flat, it now is sitting perfectly flat. This is a TS100, by the way, for those curious. Oh. What the heck? Okay, my power supply turned off there. I don't know if I was holding something, I accidentally turned it off. What the heck's going on here? There we go. I don't know why it's not getting good power. Okay. We got our, ooh, that's hot. Switch, our connector. And we're gonna do the same thing. So we're just gonna solder down one pin, just get it kind of So as you can see, we're not sitting flush, right? It's sitting up, okay? So what I'm gonna do is, you can either push it with your finger, but it's hot. So I'm just gonna push it against, you know, a metal frame here. And I'm gonna melt the solder on the pin and basically just reflow that one pin. Okay, and there we go. So now you can see it's now flush. And now we can solder up the other pin. I gotta get a new one. This keeps on coming out, that's why. Nope. There we go. Hope I didn't break this. I dropped this earlier today. I was cleaning up and I dropped a bunch of stuff off the desk. I dropped this, it broke the case it was in, or the holder for it. Power supply fell. So I'm hoping I didn't fry anything. Awesome, freak. That's cool. I have a laptop. I don't know where it's at. I don't use it. Oh, you already got the stickers. Wow, that's quick. Well, I guess it's been like a week. Yeah. It feels so weird. Like I did stream Friday. We had the members stream. But still, like it feels weird to be off for like a week from streaming. Okay, so that goes in like that. So there's two different styles, I guess, of these. So there's one for, yeah, so this one's the PCB one. So this just goes in like that. I don't know how you, it's got two holes there, but how are you supposed to put in the second screw? Oh wait, no, it screws from the bottom. What am I thinking? It screws from the bottom. But before we do that, we gotta go back to the manual. You received shirt and sticker. Shipping was great. That's good to hear. Because I only ordered like one shirt just to like kind of, hey, how is this stuff okay? So I've actually ordered a few more things now. The shirt. What else? I ordered two more shirts. I think I ordered the sweater too. Okay, so we have this bushing, so the sleeve bearing, which is just literally copper sleeve here, and that just kind of pushes in, I guess. Let me get my press just to make sure I put this in straight. When in doubt, force it in. There we go. That works. What do you think of, and will you buy corks? What do you mean, think of what? What do I think of what? M Core XY. Or craw or what? I used to have this. I gotta rig it up so I can easily put it back on my desk, because when I was in the other room I had it permanently mounted, but it took up a lot of room, so I stopped using it. Okay, so now we got, oh, here we go. And for those curious, yes, sex bolt. It is a sex bolt. Or Chicago screw. Okay, so I need that, and I need 4 M4 washers, apparently. M4 washers, there we go. Yeah, I've built a ton of course. I do want to do a cross gantry at some point. Just to have one, but XY is the answer of how can we make linen rails floppy. Yeah, here's the thing. I'm still trying to hunt down an OG Ultimaker, so oh, dang it, I had some plastic out here. So I'm still trying to hunt down an OG Ultimaker, so. A little bit of plastic came out. Shoot. Let's see if I can. There we go. When I forced that in, it was a little too tight, and now I've got a bunch of, like, I gotta clean up a bunch of plastic. What's that? It's okay. A few seconds cleaning up now, less problems later. There we go. Okay. And we have an M4 knurled nut. And I know I saw that earlier. M4 knurled. Okay. About doing an IDEX. I have an IDEX. It's a commercial one though, and it's not that good. Bruce had a mini strap. Yeah. Here's the thing. That is such a trade show thing. Like, hey guys, look at our. We took our printer and we put it on top of something that walks around. Okay, what does that solve? Welcome to the trade show. Like, that is such a trade show thing. Okay, that's not getting okay. So this has to. Oh, I see. Okay. My parts were just ever so slightly tight so that this yeah, because this has to be able to move freely in here. So just making sure it's clean in here. Goes in there. There we go. Okay. And then 4 washers go on the M4 knurled nut. And that screws in there. And This goes in there. Yeah, see, that ain't gonna work. It's not resetting. So, yeah, see. You can hear it. So something is not moving freely, which is no bueno. Because we want this to move freely. So I'm assuming there's a little bit of plastic somewhere that's kind of catching up on this. Isn't that backwards? Always put the flat on top. Yeah, the flat is the knurled nut. If you look at it in the design here, we have the there's that post binding screw that goes up through the sleeve, and then it screws to that, and then it comes down. What happened is when I forced the this little guy in, it kind of mushed some plastic out of the way, so it's not exactly smooth like it was when it was printed. Just kind of cleaning it up. Okay. Yeah, see, it's still tight. Why is it still tight there? It's like getting stuck in there. See, it moves fine. It's just really, it's like the radius of the, it's like the radius of this is what's getting caught. It's not resetting. I'm gonna take my noise canceling headphones out so I can actually hear the switch click. It's not in all the way. That might be it. It might not actually be not clicking. That might be the problem. You're not seated quite flat. Okay, let's try this again. Now it's catching me. Is it catching me? More plastic. There we go. There we go. Okay, I think we're okay. Get the noise canceling out so I can hear the switch. There we go. Okay, now it's working. Now it's working. Okay. There we go. Because here's the thing, it has to be able to move freely enough that the itty bitty spring in that micro switch can push it back up, right? You don't want it being too tight. I didn't super glue anything. I think we're good though. So let me screw that together. Yeah, so you can, it's still binding. Yeah, I think we're okay. Okay, let me put 2 screws in here, and then we'll do a function test with the multimeter. Let me get a better bit. And while I'm doing this, while I'm screwing this screw, why don't you guys like that smash button? Right? The smash button, it works hard for other YouTubers, so you should give it some appreciation. Why not? Help the algorithm out. I actually have no idea how the algorithm works with streaming. I've tried to find my own stream while live and I can't. So I'm just assuming it just number go up, make me happy. So sometimes you just don't want to swap filaments by hand. That is true. That's what my Enraged Rabbit carrot feeder does now. It's literally just the filament swapper for when I want to print different things. Okay. It's not moving now. Dang it. Something is not right with this. Something is not right with this. So now it's not moving. All hail the algorithm. Exactly. Damn you, Al Gore. Why do you have to be such good at DDR? Long ago I caressed the button. Well, just don't do it again. Okay, why are you sticking? Why are you sticking? Part of me wants to try pushing this out and try seating it again. Because it's not sitting right. I don't like that. I don't like that. But I don't think I have anything to push it out with. That's the problem. That ain't gonna work. Get the vise. Just trying to figure out why this doesn't want to sit right. Just too tight, maybe? Okay, so let's Whenever you have a problem, okay, problem solving tips, guys. Whenever you have a problem, remove variables, okay? So I've taken the bushing out. So now we're going to see if it's the bushing that's causing it or this piece. Okay. So that is sticking a little, no. Okay, so that, if we push this all the way to the bottom, okay. Yeah, so it's not this piece, okay? This piece moves freely, so it's something with the bushing. So, let's see here. So, bottom the bushing out, okay? Bottom the bushing out. A little sleeve, and it comes off fine. Okay, try the other way. And we're okay, okay. So, try again, maybe? Okay. Stepper motors winds up when power is on but no motion. Make sure you have the pin assignment correct. Your motors are going in the right direction and everything. Make sure your wiring is good. That went in a lot easier this time. Yeah, you know what it is? It's the plastic wall. It's focus. It's this wall here. When this is perfectly centered, it's rubbing on that wall. So when in doubt, if the ID is your problem, make it a smaller problem. What am I doing? There we go. Science! Well, I'm not drilling it out. I'm reducing the diameter of a object. Almost. So that we no longer have an issue. I'm a machinist. Oh. I think we're good now. So, yep, there go those washers. So this issue is pretty much a printed part issue. I printed them obviously just a little too tight. So I don't know how old this part is too, because that's my problem too. I'm running some parts that have probably been revised. I printed everything here like a month and a half ago. So for all I know, this part isn't a problem in the production timeline. I don't know if you can hear that. That's okay. That's okay. Problem solving, it's part of things. That's what happens when you build stuff yourself. You hear the clickies? So whenever you run into a problem, reduce the variables that could be causing the problem. Take it back apart, check things individually. Is this working alone? Yeah, is this working alone? Okay, well, let's put it in the housing. Okay, is it not working now? Yes, so it's obviously a problem with the housing. How do we go about fixing this? Well, we could reprint the part with, you know, adjusting for, you know, shrinkage or expansion or whatever. But, you know, live stream, don't have time to reprint the part. You know, I can't sit here for 30 minutes. So let's go about it a different way. Well, I have a drill, I got a file. This is soft metal. We can easily reduce the outer diameter. Let's go that way. Just don't get angry at it and throw it across the room. That would be bad. Seems to be a lot of overlap. Overlap in what? Cult of Cthulhu? No, that's on, that one's on Wednesday nights. That's my Wednesday night stream. And if you know, you know. Yep, okay. So, we got it together. We got our angry face. And then, let me mute the music. Oh, Stream Deck doesn't want to mute the music. Yeah, boy. All good. It do be like it do. It do be like it do. Okay, those ones are garbage. Clean off the metal dust. Okie dokie. So the bed. You know me, I don't put the bed on. We'll do the bed later. So put the sex bolt in, M325s. So, if you've never watched me build one of these printers before, I don't install the bed until the very end. Or at least until, like, it needs to be installed, because beds are heavy. And, why put that extra weight in the printer when you don't need it yet? Now, what I am going to do at some point is take this off and Loctite it. Actually, no. It spins so freely, I'll never be able to get that. That won't come undone. We're good. You might want to put a drop of Loctite on there. I did not. So. Oh, these are going to be fun. Oh, I think, did we get it? There we go. The problem with the M3 nuts, they don't slide as good as the other ones, so we'll just leave that there for now. We'll adjust its position later. There we go. Okay. Stop train. Ooh, that might be a problem. That might be a problem. This is metal. This deck is metal. Well, it's ACM. Okay, so we got an aluminum deck here. And these, we're touching it. So we are going to get some flush cutters, and we're going to trim these flush. Okay. Now, what you could do at that point too is, if you really want to, put like Captain Tape or something over it, an insulating tape. I don't know where my Captain Tape is, so I'm not going to do that, but there we go. Okay. There we go. Yeah, it was funny. I was making the telegraph joke, and I'm like, wow, that's really sounding like it's like sitting right on the panel. And then I looked underneath and I could see the pins touching. There we go. No short. Yep, no short. Easy fix. Okay. So again, didn't put the bed on. We'll do that later. I got to put the bed together anyways. Okay, gantry time. I need some extrusions. And I need some printed parts that I'm going to have to file. Forgot about that. Did I reprint them properly? No! Are we going to do it live? Yes! Yeah, piece of tape, electrical tape, Captain Tape. It's decently air gap now, so I should be okay. Oh, music's off, sorry. There we go. Okay. So, we got our Y rails. So these are not the longest ones, or the two longest ones left. And they fit in there like so. And then the medium length one is that. And then this one's the back. I don't know. One of these is the middle, one of these is the back. But the two that are the same that are left, we need. And then we need some M2 nuts. And then M26. Where's M26? M26. I had a whole baggie of these guys. M38. M26. Where you be at, M26? There you go, M26. Okay. Do that. Get these guys out. These don't have stoppers on them. So we're going to do the little trick with the magnets. If I can find, where did I put all my magnets? Oh. Just for now, so these don't decide to go on a little bit of a adventure. Oh jeez, you know what? There we go. So just so we don't accidentally lose them, put a magnet there. Magnet there, magnet there, magnet there. And if you have not entered yet for the draw, do this now. guys up. Where did I put my grease? So I did go out and actually buy a syringe. Just to try. Yeah, see that's way too much of it. See those small gap? So you gotta go in through the hole. Yeah, see this one's too small, so that ain't gonna work. I bought a needle, but it's like 18 gauge, which is way too small. I should have got like 10 or 12 gauge. Grease. By retirement grease. Go. My paper towel. I waste so much grease wiping off the syringe after I dump it in there. Okay. Easy peasy way to grease these up. Line up carriage with a hole. And just force greasing. You know what, we'll do this one too right now because we're going to have to anyways. And you'll see it come out. And you're like, okay, that's enough grease. I think I can set the bot up to queue up songs, but I use Stream Beats on Spotify, so I don't get DMCA'd. And by DMCA'd on YouTube, how it works is they basically just take all ad revenue. So it's not like they'll cut the stream off, but they'll just claim any ad revenue for the entire video. They'll say, we get it. And I'm like, wait a minute. Your song played for 1 minute. How come you get, 3 hours of ad revenue? Like, no. Sony BMG, we get everything. Lawyers. So. Okay, good enough. Oh, queuing up songs for me to sing? I don't sing. Where'd you get this notion? What is going on with... People volunteer. Funny joke. Ha ha, funny joke. Two T-nuts. Here comes the part of the stream where I get grease all over my stream deck. I bought this kit on Amazon actually, like ages ago. And yeah, it works just fine. So every other one gets a screw. You don't need to do every one. Every other one. So I'm just getting them started now, and then we'll slide them onto the extrusion. I may have a talent. Well, here's the thing. I don't. And I'm not drunk, so you guys won't find out how bad I don't. So. This ain't no LTT screwdriver though, that's for sure. So we've got that M26. There are 2 linear rails on the y-axis mounted on the 205mm long extruder. They both need to be exactly in the center. If you measure the rail to the end, it should be 27.5mm. There is a printed guide that can be used if needed. Yes, yes there is. Where did I put the printed guides? Oh shit. Are you under there? No. Are you under here? No. Did I put you back in the box? Yes. Yes, I... No. No. There we go. No, that ain't it. Shoot. I had him at the beginning of stream and I don't know where I put him. I literally had those guides at the beginning of the stream. And I don't know where I put them. Oh, there we go. So which one is 27.5 from the end? So I got this. How am I supposed to measure this? Or I can just measure it. I'll just measure it. YOLO! And here comes the part where I mash this against a piece of wood. Oop. Oh, that screw didn't go in all the way. Wrong one. This is a different guide? Okay. Well, I'll just measure it then. I'm not gonna dig in. I think we've already, dang it. My hands are ever so slightly greasy and I can't grab these little M2 nuts. There we go. Okay. But I can use these to push it on. There we go. Okay. So 27.5. I think we can do 27.47 millimeters is a good enough, I think. Yep. And I just need to find the other one so I can actually center this. There we go. Yep. Go get calipers. Exactly. This one doesn't have a nut. Oh well. I'm not taking this apart. There we go. One done. Two done. Okay. 2, 3, 4. Just smoothing these out a bit so they go in a little bit better. We found that worked last time on stream pretty good. Okay. First one's always the worst. Can you explain what ABBN? It's just the it started out as a mod. It's like Afterburner or something. It's basically like an improved airflow variant of the Afterburner, but it's completely depreciated now with Stealth Burner being a thing. So just build a Stealth Burner. Because Stealth Burner was used as the basis, or ABBN was like used as the basis for a Stealth Burner, basically. Afterburner bad noob. Okay, there you go. Yeah, these are powder. So the reason these don't slide in quite nicely with the printed parts is these extrusions are powder coated white, which does actually thicken them up a little bit. So because of that, we have a little bit of a fitment issue. But a little bit of filing, and they come on pretty good. See, I filed these just a hair more than the other ones, and we're good. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. 7.5 millimeters. Good. The heck? Oh. Well, also, it would help if I put it on the right extrusion. There we go. Like, wait a minute. How is it not centered? IR genius. IR baboon. Bump it. Not really. Oh. Okay, so I think we're using these little guys for a little while now. While I'm cleaning up here for a minute, if you have not entered yet for your chance to win a 4 cartridge Enraged Rabbit Carrot Feeder from deepfriedhero.in, link is in the description of the video to enter. It's also pinned in chat. So if you had not entered yet, go do this now. If you live in the US, it's open USA only. Or if you have an address in the US. So if you live in, you know, Japan and you got a buddy who lives in Florida and you want to send him one, then you can enter. And also while you're at it, make sure you like that smash button. Okie dokie. So we got the extrusions on, bada bing, bada boom. X linear rail, 20 millimeters from the end, same thing. Only this is M3/8 and hex nuts. Oh jeez, I thought somebody was in the room there with me for a second. I just had the, I just caught a peek of the V2 just out of the corner of my eye there, and I'm just like, oh, there we go. No, you need an address. It's got to physically go somewhere in the US. Okay, let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So just want to say thanks for the USB 80XL video last week. Super simple, worked perfect. That's awesome to hear. Oh wait, these are button heads. Where are my button heads? 138 button heads. Oh, there we go. One, two, three, four. Okay. When your hands are just slightly greasy and nothing really wants to stick. That's okay. I'm just doing extra lubrication on the rails, in my pants, and my apron, and my shirt. Okay, and that goes on this guy. It's 20 millimeters from the end. And I don't know if I printed spacers for these. I sworn I've printed spacers for these ones. I don't think that, no. Shoot. Did I forget to print spacers for these? Or, not spacers, alignment tools. Oh, wait, no, I got it. I got one. I got one. If I got one, I got two. Oh, shoot, I saw it. There it is. There we go. And then from one end, 20 millimeters. That's gonna extra lubrication on my pants. Hey, man. Fun times. Dang it, it moved on me. There we go. What cowling are you using? For you talking about the tool head, I'm using the mini stealth burner. But we're not going to get to that today. That'll be next, that'll be on Saturday. Okay. Now we need to build that part. So heat sets. What time are we at anyways? What time did I start at? 2, so, oh shoot, we only got like 45 minutes left on the stream. And I gotta go pick up the little guy at daycare. So, okay, heat sets. Okay, I saw these ones earlier. I know I have these. Oh, okay, I printed them in that color. So I need 2 heat sets in here. Let me just see what else needs heat sets. I think that's it for heat sets. Oh, nope. Tackle boxes need it. The mini. No, I haven't showed off. No, it's like the legit one, the actual Voron design mini stealth burner. Because now that's the thing I don't like now, because people have made mods of, they've made their own mod and they called it a mini stealth burner. Now I have to differentiate between like the mod mini stealth burner and the real and the Voron design one. So which is kind of a bit annoying to have to do. Two more. Can you say a hardened nozzle was your best bet? I got a Chinesium ruby. Don't get Chinesium ruby. Ruby already apparently has like, I don't know if like, I remember seeing it back in the day when they first came out where the ruby nozzle would just fall out. I wouldn't go ruby, honestly. Go with like something like a vanadium nozzle, a nozzle X. I ran a nozzle X for a while. Those are fine. Toasty right now has a Diamondback, which is, yes, it's a pricey nozzle, but it's printing everything I can throw at it, and I'm trying to kill it with like abrasives, and it's chooching away no problem. I fed it a kilogram of CFP TG. Printing rep racks, no issue. Some CF nylon too. I'm about to do a bunch of CF polycarbonate too if I can get some. Or I think I have some, I just don't know where it's at. I looked ahead a little bit of the manual. I'm just putting extra heat sets in so we don't have to wait for the iron to heat up again later. This one, you gotta be careful because you gotta. Tagley 20, thank you, appreciate it. Buy more filament, okay. You gotta put a heat set in. There are 2 sides to this little piece. Heat set only goes in one side. And when you put it in, make sure you don't push too hard and break the part. Is there any CF glow in the dark? That would kind of make no point because carbon fiber is black, so the plastic's gonna be pretty filled. Like, wouldn't you think you'd want like a translucent plastic for glow in the dark? That's what I used. Yeah, well, the tungsten I had was a Fadus one. And it just didn't work good. Like, it worked fine. Like it printed fine, like functionally it was fine. It just, I didn't like the quality I was getting out of the prints. Like there was just very stringy. I wasn't super happy with the nozzle. I switched it over to the Diamondback, and it was just fine. It's been like really good since. A little bit of stringy from stuff sticking to the nozzle, but that's kind of, it's not a coated nozzle, so can't really fight that too much, I don't think. Okay. So these can go away. My front idlers. Oh, there's that spacer. Found it. Oh, that's an XY joint. Right. Okay, so assembly the screws, the align components, and will be removed at a later step. Okie dokie. So we got our bearing stack with shim. We put that top on, slide that on, and then put this bearing through. Okay, so M330s, 340s, 335, 330 button head, 335. Where's M330 socket head? 340. Oh, let's start taking bags out. Had them earlier. I had them earlier. M5. Ah, dang it. I got one. See, some of these bags have, you gotta cut them open. So I keep like forgetting that and throwing them around, and stuff's going everywhere. Which is no bueno. No bueno. Okay. Washers. And a bearing sack. Okay. Two, three, four. Overhead. Okay. So. That picture is not right way orientated. It's hurting my brain. That goes there. M3 shim. Bearing stack. Shim. Okay, I'm putting away the other side. Are these reversible? Like, does it matter? I don't think it matters. Try this again. Okay. And then we take that. This goes on, so you know what, we'll Dang it. Bearings are fun. See, normally I would do this with an M5 pin, but I don't have any M3 pins for this. I would just use a pin that sits in between and then push the pin out with the so line that up. Okay, so that fall out, and that over. Let's see. Oh, I think we're good. Nope, frick, washer came out. That's the problem with these little builds. Everything is just a little bit of a pain in the butt. This is probably going to be the most annoying part of this build. Let's see. Do I have an M5 pin or an M3 pin? I don't think so. No. I'm about to cut one of these screws in half. Do you make one? Oh. Ha! Got it. Okay. One done. Okay, and then an M335 from the front with a washer, and we're good. Norm, thank you for becoming a member. Oh, don't bother deep fried. It's is that really an M335? Oh, it does screw into a wall. Okay. 35 millimeters. That's 35. M335. Okay. Yep. Basically, you screw it in until it just starts to move, and then that's it. You don't need to go any further. Okay. So this one is the opposite. So I need... Yep. Ready? Yeah. There we go. Okay, good. A little bit easier the second time. Fun times, fun times. Oh, what do you know? I happened to pour out exactly the right amount of washers I needed for this, minus the ones I dropped on the floor. No, that's him. It's buttonhead. I need a socket head. Talking keyboards. I have upstairs and down here. I got full size 10 keyless, and that's kind of. I think that's pretty good. Upstairs it's fine. 10 keyless is fine. Down here it's a little bit of a pain, but it's nice to have the extra desk space. But not having the ability to number pad kind of sucks. But it is what it is. Okay. So we have those done, and now we got to do motors. Okay. Get some more motors out. That's the bed, which I still got to modify. These are some beefy boy motors. Roy, $2. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hey, glad to see you here today. Have a great day. Thank you. Vogon PT 5 because of keyboard hijack chat. That's okay. Yeah, it's okay. So, a motor pulley. Is it the is this being descriptive as in this is a motor pulley, or is it a motor pulley? The world may never know. Attach the A drive stepper. Orient the motor so that the wiring is facing towards the middle of the printer using one M36. Secure the stepper in the low half of the A drive. Install a 2GT pulley. Shown. Don't turn down until you run the belts later in the assembly. Okie dokie. Eight. I'm getting screws everywhere now. And 2.5. Where's M36? M36. Thinking for doggo time. You missed doggo time. Doggo was already here. So with that, we need a 2GT pulley. Yes. Is that? Coda, are you whining? Ugh. What? You want what? You want to say hi? Jeez. Okay, come here. Come here. What? Oh my god, what? What was this all about? This is... You okay? What? You wanted pets? You know Mama's out there. You can just go hang out with Mama. She'll give you pets. I'm trying to work. I'm trying to work. Yes, yes. I know I'm trying to work though. Okay? Okay, Casey? Okay. What did you get into? What did you... Have you been outside? Oh. Okay. Behold my garbage floor. There you go. Nacho Man and Delo, thank you for becoming members. What was I looking for again? Oh, yeah. Cool. Yep, there's one. No, I'll just use these ones. Screw it. Already got some out. Doggo wants attention. He always wants attention. That's the problem with Doggo. Yep, these are good. Okay. We're just going to put this on, and we're not going to go crazy tight, because we may have to move this. Just going to put that on for now. Then if we got to move it, we move it. Okay, got that on. Ooh. A drive top upper part. Oh. Oh, this one has... Oh, I see. Okay. Oh. Got a little holder here. Did I print the wrong one? I'll check here. Yeah, it's got a little holder here for wire mount. Matt Shammy, so glad I'm not the only one that has a floor that looks this bad. Yeah, I know. Freak, $5 Poochie tax. Leo, toss a coin to your doggo. And BJ, our two golden pups are going nuts over the street dog. Aw. Doggos are always good. Okay, I gotta put an end stop on here apparently. So, electronics. Back in the bin. This is how easy it happens. You just... Yeah, I need to put some wires on that. So again, this kit doesn't have any pre-made wiring harnesses, so you're soldering. Which unfortunately means it takes a little bit longer, but this is a lower production volume type item. So it's... You can buy pre-made wiring harnesses for these, I believe. Somebody's already made them. Because people do that. Dog is making bank. Exactly. Like, you know, on you could tell what day that, you know, my mortgage is coming up because, you know, the dog just happens to be on stream a lot more that day. Okay, Heart, so for the manual here, is there any recommended length for these wires? It just says install the wires for the end stop, and I'm like, how long do they need to be? Actually, I have no idea if Heart's even in chat here. Gotta see more. Pretty pointless, other than that's the whole point. It's a 120mm printer with quad gantry leveling and a dockable bed probe. This thing is never going to be a make sense printer. That's not the point of it. If everything had to make sense, we'd all be driving Honda Civics and minivans and fuel-efficient vehicles. Nobody would have a sports car. Did I knock that bag over with the, I'll put the little screws out. I'm gonna put on my little screws. Did I knock the bag over? Nope. I'm blind now. Where did I put my self-tappers? Wouldn't recommend it for a beginner. No! 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 Definitely not. No. I had a whole bag of self-tapping screws, and I don't know where I put them. Where did I put all my self-tapping screws? I just had them out. I didn't see a bag on it, did I? Oh, no, they're there. I'm blind. Yeah, not every printer has to be a newbie build. Not every printer has to be the most efficient design in the world. Like, honestly, you want to run a print farm? Buy Prusa Mark IIIs or Prusa Minis. Or, you know, a print farm on the cheap, like an Ender 3 V2 or another like B-wheel bed flinger. Building a print farm of Voron V2s is nowhere near economical. Unless you're like it just does not make sense. Okay, I don't know how long this wire needs to be. This is going to be a problem. Start by installing the Y end stop switch. So, like, how long should this wire be? Like, obviously I can make it short and just put a connector on it, but put it long enough and add a microfit. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna add a microfit to it anyway, so we'll just get some wire. I know I've got a bunch of spare. I'm gonna put that stuff. There we go. We're gonna go with red. I like red. PTFE wire? I don't think this is PTFE wire. Or maybe it is. Yeah, good enough. Just an end stop. Aprons. If I could find somebody, that would be kind of cool, I think. I know Adam Savage has them, but they're like his own thing. And he's Adam Savage is a little bit bigger of a market than me. I think I qualify as a market, but not that kind of market too. I don't have my own store. I'm using a Stream Elements store with some JPEGs uploaded. Actually PNGs, but. I think you can pay for V2 by printing parts for, here's the thing, okay? Yes, technically printed forward program does make money. Now, if you want to go self and do like an Etsy store, that's on you. But it takes 3 days to print a full set of parts, right? If you don't have to reprint anything and everything goes all hunky-dory. You can maybe get by in 3 days for a full set of Voron parts, okay? If your plates are good and like you don't have any issues. So probably 4 days, okay? So that means you're only going to make money every 4 days. So what's your profit margin, right? How much money? So say you made $20 or $30 on every kit you sold. Well, you're only going to make $20 or $30 every 4 days. That's kind of the downside of doing PIF. So every 4 days you sell a kit. Say you were doing it on your own and you made $50 profit. You have to sell 20 kits to make $1,000. So 4 times 20 is 80 days. So you need to operate for 80 days to make $1,000. I don't know about you, but 80, 16, 24, $400 a year profit, $455 on one machine, or no, 5,000 a year. That's the thing. Like it, you can easily make money, but is it enough money for it to be worth it? That is $1 million question. Try that. Actually, let me get the overhead cam so you guys can see. Yeah, my holder for it broke, so I don't have a holder for it. There we go. Bueno. Started as a printer using fishing line. Oh, yeah, the switch wire. Yeah, don't ever use fishing line to drive your printer. Like, as cool as it looks to have a wire printer, getting everything actually set up so that you're actually getting proper movement that doesn't drift as the wire winds and unwinds is an absolute pain in the butt. And there's no off-the-shelf spindles to use, so you're pretty much kind of YOLOing the whole thing from scratch. It does not make sense to do. Don't do it. As RCF found out. So what do I need? M325s. button heads. There we go. And bearing stacks. Yeah, PIF, you have to hold a certain standard. Here's the thing, like some people get in their head that PIF parts are absolutely the most perfect parts you'll ever see. They're not. They're mass-produced parts printed to good quality. Like, look at the parts that come out of like a Prusa when you buy a Prusa kit or a rat rig kit. Those are PIF's better than those by miles. But those are meant to, like, you know, pump out the parts for profit, not just kind of help people get the printer going type thing. Okay, so this one we got a single bearing stack and a double bearing stack. So washer, bearing washer. If the bearings actually go the right way around, that would be actually nice. Yeah, never do capstan. Kevin, never do capstan with a printer. It's an absolute nightmare. Because the problem is the wire like winds up on a spool. Like you can't just have the wire running over a spool. You have to like wind it up, and the winding and the unwinding of the wire, that's how you get your movement. The problem is, as you wind up, the diameter of the spool changes. So your steps per millimeter change, or your rotation distance changes in Clipper. And there's really no off-the-shelf like winders or pulleys or whatever the heck they would be called. So you're having to like source them or make them, or because there was a functioning switch wire that had it, and it was quickly gotten rid of. Like it switched over to the regular drive because, yeah. Okay, so we've got our bearing stacks, and we flip it over and put it together, and M325 button head. Ah! Dang it, I didn't get my hand on that fast enough. Huh? Oh, yeah, that goes there. Wait a minute. Oh, there's a little hole. I'm like looking at the wrong. Oh, this is gonna be fun. So I got to go into there. Oh man. Why is this not the same? Shift it on me, shift it on me. There we go. Ah, shoot, sorry. Okay. So these are just screwed into plastic. They're like the V2. And the other Vorons that use the same thing. So they're just screwed into plastic. Sorry guys, I hate when I forget to switch the cameras for you. So you just need to screw them in until they bottom out. MD Roberts, $6.99. Thank you, appreciate it. Trident build question. Having trouble with belt tension, moving by hand, the X and Y. See, feel the belt skip once in a while. how to set exact tension. I've always just kind of eyeballed it tension wise. Just make sure they're even, not too loose. So if you're skipping, like when you're moving it around by hand, like are they like physically jumping off of the pulleys, or like they're just, is it an alignment issue? Like is your gantry racked, or like it's hard to say. Skipping belts could be a lot of things caused by a lot of things. It's hard to say without like seeing. So what I would recommend is take pictures and check out the Trident help section on the Discord, because it's easier to see what's going on when there's a visual reference. There we go. Well, 2 skipping probably means you need to tighten them up more. But I don't know how tight your belts are. Oh, dang it, I have the motor backwards. Shoot. What time is it? Oh shoot, we're gonna be ending the stream soon. Fortunately, I gotta go get the little guy at daycare in a bit. So, we're gonna carry on with this stream next week, or on Saturday. So, we'll do the gantry and all the other stuff. There we go. Everything moves good. That's good there. Okay, we got one done. Okay. You guys got 4 minutes to enter for the draw for the kit. If you want to win an Enraged Rabbit carrot feeder 4 cartridge unit from Deep Fried Hero, link in the description. It's also pinned in chat. If you live in the US and you want to win one, enter. Because we're going to be doing the draw in 4 minutes. And then that will be it for the stream, because I got to go pick up the little guy. Also figure out dinner. So we'll wrap up the gantry next week. We'll do the whole gantry next week. Or on Saturday. ES126. If you're only going to get one, ES126, or whatever the ES1XX is called, because they always change the name. They're all made by one company, just different brands. But the WoW stick has no balls. That's the problem with the WoW stick, so. Miss a stream, sadness. Yes, but you still have a chance to enter that draw if you live in the US. So how many people have entered so far? 435 people have entered. I do not have 435 likes on this video. Now, I'm not saying if those numbers are equal or greater, that will affect anyone's odds. But they might. They might not. Probably won't. But they might. So. Don't forget, Friday we are giving away a V2. A War on V2 kit from LDO. So that's Friday. If you live in Canada. Not everyone lives that close to the border to easily do that. Plus, well, now it's not so much of a deal, but for the longest time, getting across the border to pick it up, you couldn't, because the border was closed. I know that was an issue for me. No, I don't control the shipping. How can I enter? Link in the description, or it's also pinned in chat. You have to be in the US. You have to have an US American address to ship it to. because that's all shipping is set up for him at the moment, or at least, you know, within reason shipping, I guess. I don't know. It's his rules. I don't run the store. I just give away the shit. And if you do want this kit, this is a Deep Fried Hero Micron kit too. So just so you guys are aware. Words and opinions are my own, blah, 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 blah. He sent the kit for this video series. Da-da-da. These are so small. Like, I gotta have one somewhere. I know I have to have one somewhere in my bag of scrap parts over the years. No, because I actually know I won't have AB drives. I junk them all. What the heck is that part even from? Oh, that's from switch wire. I have a bin of parts here that I, anytime I scrap a part that has heat sets in it, I put it in a bin, and one of these days I do plan on going through and taking out all the heat sets, because I probably have like 100 heat sets in there, but I just never get around to it. Okay, we got 1 minute to enter. 1 minute to enter. Members only. One day, the members only stream. I don't do stuff that I would consider normal content on it, or stuff you guys have seen before. And like last Friday's members only stream, what did we do? I played around with Clipper macros, just getting the V2 set up and installed panels. Ooh la la! I also crashed it and had to rebuild the tool head. Okay. You have until I have, I finish my delicious G Fuel, and then I'm closing it, so. Wait a minute, I'm a streamer, and I pull in 300 to 500 people live, usually, twice a week. How do I get a G Fuel sponsorship? I watch people on Twitch that stream with less people that have G Fuel sponsorship. How do I get a G Fuel sponsorship? I know it's not a sponsor right now, but I like the product. Okay, G Fuel's done and closing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm waiting for the delay. Okay, now we're close. Somebody got in at the... There's always somebody that gets in at the very last minute. Always. Not supposed to say, I know. You gotta have fun with the meme. Like my LTT store water bottle, which I absolutely love. Legit, it's a great water bottle. I can't wait to buy the screwdriver. But... some people get super offended if I make a joke like, oh, hey, you know, oh, G Fuel, oh, Shop LTT store. Oh, you can't say that. They're not being sponsored for re. Let's give away stuff. Let's crash Chrome. Let's crash Chrome. That's the easiest thing to do. $300 people 3 times a week. The problem is I'm on YouTube. Oh, shoot. Nope, that don't count. That don't count. That don't count. That don't count. Does that count? I don't know. I haven't looked at it. Okay. I just put a poll out. Count. If in 2 minutes people say yes, we're gonna flip a coin. And if it's heads, we're gonna look at it. Unless it trends one direction really heavily. See, this is how you get audience engagement too. Oh, it's close. It's close. Ooh, 50-50. Ooh, 50-50. Deep scraping the bottom of the engagement barrel. I know, I gotta go get the little guy from daycare. I should probably end it now. A minute ago. 145 votes, 50-50. You know what? That didn't count. That didn't count. I'm not gonna... There we go. Okay. I didn't look at the name. I don't even know who it was that won. We're gonna roll again. Okay. So in that case, somebody give me a number between 0 and 50, I guess. Channel points in the direction. Yeah, see, I wanted to use the 49. Oh god, you're gonna make me count that high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. There we go. Roll. Yeah, see, I would like to use the marble game. Like on Twitch, they have that marble game, but it doesn't integrate with YouTube, so I can't do it. I'm pretty sure I actually did count to 49. Rock is life. Congratulations. Oh, I forgot to put the dancing baby up. Oh, dang it. There you go. Rock is life. Congratulations. Let me pull up your info here. There you go. You have won yourself a 4-unit Enraged Rabbit Carrot Feeder Kit. Boom. There you go. Congratulations. Everyone clap in chat. Clap, 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 clap. That was fun. I love giveaways. I love giveaways. I love refrigerators. There we go. Okay. Close that, close that. Edit that. Delete that out. Save and close. Unpinned message. There we go. Yay. Okay, so we're gonna end the stream there. So next stream on Friday, I'll probably go live. I'm thinking 3 p.m. I don't know how long the stream's gonna go. That's the thing. I might go live at, you know what, we're gonna go live at 2 to 5. We're gonna do 2 to 5. Actually, I gotta talk about it. We'll see how late we go. 2 to 5 or 2 to 6. We'll figure it out Eastern time. And we're just gonna be printing with the V2. The build is done. So it's going to be just showing it off, going over any questions anyone has. But at the end of the stream, we are going to do a draw for a V2. So if you want to win an LDO V2 kit, the whole shebang, Friday, be there or be square. And then Saturday, we'll carry on with the Micron build. So you guys are getting spoiled. You get 3 streams this week. Don't crash more clickies. Oh, I already fixed it. Oh, time zone, Eastern. So, basically the same time we started today, Friday. So 2 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, the macros are good. Don't worry, I fixed it, and then I made sure the bed mesh worked. So we're good. So 2 to 5 or 2 to 6. I don't know what time. I'll figure it out. Because I don't want to do it too late in the day that the Europeans aren't live, but I don't want to do it too early that everyone in North America is at work and can't switch. Well, you can go on your phone and enter. I just want to make sure everyone can enter. So, we'll see. Okay, I'm going to go pick up the little guy. Hope you enjoy the stream. Enjoy your weekend. I'll see you... Oh, no, it's Tuesday. What am I saying? Enjoy the rest of your week. I will see you Friday. Be safe out there. Wash your heads. And peace.